boys and girls. I chose a story, not really a story, an informational book with animals in today. Some of them are zoo animals or wild animals, and some might be, we'd call them domestic. That means they can be our pets. But these are kind of extra special ones because they're teeny, tiny animals. So not just babies, but animals that are small all the way around. It says it's by Lexi Ryals. And you can tell there's some cute critters in here. Look at this guy. This is the world's smallest dog. It says a Chihuahua named Heaven Sent. Oh, Heaven Sent Brandy is the smallest dog in length in the entire world. She's only 6 inches from the tip of her nose to the end of her tail. She weighs only 2 pounds. 6 inches is only about that long, not very long. Cute little guy or girl. The world's smallest cat. Now, kittens are always small, but Mr. Peebles is smaller than most kittens, and he's full grown. Peebles is one of the world's smallest cats. He only weighs 3 pounds. My cats at my house weigh 8 pounds and 10 pounds, and the big one probably weighs maybe 12, but that's all bigger than 3. Look at the world's smallest horse. You can see a regular sized horse, and look at this little one. Her name's Thumbelina. Thumbelina is so tiny that she was named the smallest horse in the world. Horses can weigh up to 1,000 pounds. Thumbelina weighs only 57 pounds. That means she is smaller than most golden retrievers. So smaller than a great big dog, and probably weighs just a tiny bit more than you do. Here's a teacup pig. Look how cute. Animal lovers in England can buy a very special animal, a teacup pig. These tiny pigs only grow to be 12 inches high. That's about the size of a small dog. These piggies are also very smart. You can see they call it a teacup because it's about the same size as a cup. And 12 inches high, that's just a little bit taller than this book would be. Cute little friend. Here's a pygmy mouse lemur. Pygmy mouse lemurs live in the trees of Madagascar. Their long, skinny toes and fingers make it easy to grab branches. They are about 8 inches long, including their thin tails. So that means they might be more like this long. You can see right up on that finger, very small. Here comes a pygmy marmoset monkey. Pygmy usually just means small, so a small monkey. Pygmy marmoset monkeys are the smallest monkeys in the whole world. They live in the rainforest in South America. These monkeys are only about 6 inches long, a little more than that. They weigh about as much as a cupcake. Think of holding a cupcake. That's not very heavy, is it? Here's, I hope I say this right, Monte Iberia eluth frog. Monte Iberia eluth frogs are less than a ½ inch long. Tiny. These little amphibians live in Cuba. They are so small that very few of them have ever been found. Look how small, sitting on a fingernail. That is tiny. Look how tiny my fingernail is. Or sitting on a coin. Very small. Here is the Philippine, I hope I say this one right, tarsier. Philippine tarsiers are best known for their large eyes. They are only about 5.5 inches tall, but each of their eyes is over half an inch wide. That might be about the length of a fingernail on you. Let's see, they weigh about as much as an orange. Not very heavy at all. They live in the islands of the Philippines. It almost looks like he has glasses on. Pretty eyes. Who else is tiny? Brookesia minima chameleon. Again, I hope I'm reading that name correctly. Look how tiny this chameleon is. They live in rainforests of Madagascar, and they're among the world's smallest reptiles. Each chameleon is only an inch long and usually gray or brown in color. Very small again. Here's a bee hummingbird. Oh, look at it. Think about its size sitting on the end of a pencil. All hummingbirds are small, but the bee hummingbird is the smallest bird in the whole world. Bee hummingbirds live in Cuba. They are only about 2 inches long. Each bird weighs about as much as a large paperclip. I think that means you could hardly feel it if you got to hold one in your hand. I love this one's name, a pink fairy armadillo. There's another little picture. Pink fairy armadillos are about 6 inches long. Each one weighs about as much as a pear. They have pink shells and white fluffy fur on their sides. Not a lot of fur like a dog or cat, but a little bit, and then look there. Think of holding one of those in your hand. Small little armadillo. Here is a pygmy seahorse. Ooh, pretty. These tiny seahorses are only a little over a ½ inch long. Pygmy seahorses live in tropical coral reefs. They are tough to spot because they look like the coral they live in. So you can see the coral around. Some of it's kind of bumpy looking, like the little seahorse. Here is a Barbados thread snake. The Barbados thread snake is the smallest snake in the world. Each tiny snake is about 4 inches long. They are as thick as spaghetti. Ooh, that's not very thick. These little reptiles live on the island of Barbados. So there it is on a quarter. That's the bigger one of our coins, the 25-cent one. So quite small. And how about the speckled padloper? The speckled padloper. While some tortoises are very large, the speckled padloper tortoise is only about 4 inches. This makes them among the tiniest tortoises in the entire world. They live in Africa and are easily mistaken for little rocks. So you can't tell by oh, there's the big one. So this little guy only gets to be 4 inches when he's all grown up. One more. I love the pygmy rabbit. Pygmy rabbits are the smallest rabbits in North America. We live in North America. These tiny rabbits weigh less than 1 pound each. They're about 10 inches long. Pygmy rabbits have big ears, which help them listen for predators. So 10 inches long, not even as long as the book is right here. Wouldn't you love to hold a little pygmy rabbit? Well, I hope you enjoyed our science book. Lots of information about some very special and cool animals. See you another day.